Thank you so much for attending my presentation on my Ogerpon conspiracy theory, and I can already hear you guys now. What the hell are you talking about, Electric Wind Girlfriend? This is not a scandal, this is Pokemon. But I do think that Ogerpon's design is indicative of something really cool, which is that Game Freak is taking more than 5 goddamn seconds to design their DLC Pokemon. Or at least I think. My biggest piece of evidence are these stats. They're not that crazy. They aren't min-maxed to hell like Fluttermane. They aren't blatantly broken like a box legendary. They seem more akin to a Pokemon that actually has to rely on its move pool and its ability, which is really cool. And speaking of that move pool, yeah, it's insane. It's one of the best you've ever seen. Ivy Cudgel is its signature move, and it's like Stonage without the 20% chance to miss. It has boosting moves like Swords Dance and Trailblaze to make it just an insane sweeper. It has Follow Me for VGC, which enables your setup sweepers to both setup and sweep. It has supportive moves like Spikes and Taunt and Encore. It can just do so much. It can fulfill so many different roles, and that's only compounded by the different forms. Ogerpon Teal Mask is a bit of a jack of all trades because it can hold an item that isn't a mask, but the other three gain new secondary typings. They have fantastic abilities. Their Ivy Cudgel changes to a different type. Terra buffs different stats. It's really cool. Ogerpon Heart Flame is a goddamn fucking nuke with its Terrifier Ivy Cudgel because its Terra will boost its attack. Ogerpon Wellspring's Spadef boost upon Terra will let it deal a little bit better with Fluttermane and Chiyu and VGC, and also redirect Urshifu Rapid Surging Strikes. Ogerpon Cornerstone can reliably take a couple attacks with Follow Me and enable Trick Room teams. It's really interesting, and they have a lot of cool options. This is all amounted to Ogerpon being one of, if not the most impactful Pokemon of the DLC, while not being completely overbearing and destroying metagames. In singles, I mean, Ogerpon Heartflame was kind of overtuned. We saw that one coming, but the other ones, are pretty good and relatively balanced compared to other Pokemon like Kingambit and Goldango. In VGC, Ogerpon Wellspring is really, really strong and around a top 10 Pokemon right now while winning a regional. They're really, really good, and they've had a strong impact. In conclusion, while I don't have any hard evidence to show that Game Freak cared, I feel like everything, especially their stats in correlation with their move pools, shows that Game Freak didn't want to make something too crazy and wanted them to fit into the metagames today instead of ruining them and having people hate them like happened with Urshifu. I think it's really cool that Game Freak is doing this and hope it continues going into DLC 2. Thank you so much for watching.